Speaking of good news, we have election results from Venezuela down there in our southern hemisphere. So, Nicolas Maduro declared the victor of Venezuela's disputed presidential election. We're going to get to some of the shenanigans going on in our propaganda watch segment here in just a second. Election authority says Maduro, who faced a stiff test from a unified opposition, secured 51% of the vote. And there he is right there. Former bus driver. Incumbent Nicolas Maduro has been declared the winner of Sunday's presidential election, but the opposition said they were preparing to dispute the results. Elvis Amoroso, that was my stage name back in the 70s, president of the CNE Electoral Authority, said Maduro secured a third sixth term with 51.2% of the vote. Opposition candidate Edmundo Gonzalez Urrutia, who had been leading in the opinion polls, got 44.2%. He said. What was this? Oh. Hey, thank you, John. You said, I was laughing at all the cringe devil BS if you believe in that sort of thing. Oh, you're talking about the Olympics? Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people were comparing it to the opening ceremony for CERN, too, where they had like all these pagan things and all that stuff. But yeah, so the Electoral Authority, which is controlled by Maduro loyalists, did not immediately release the tallies from each of the 30,000 polling stations nationwide. Opposition representatives said earlier that tallies they collected from campaign representatives at the centers had shown Gonzalez trouncing Maduro. In comment shortly after the announcement, Maduro said his reelection was a triumph of peace, stability, and reiterated his campaign trail claims that the voting system was transparent. We're going to get to that in just a second, too. Maduro first won power in 2013 after Hugo Chavez died from cancer. He's been accused of locking up critics and harassing the opposition, has failed to end a years-long economic crisis that has prompted more than 7 million of Venezuelans, 30 million citizens to immigrate, although he really did drop down the inflation rate. He managed to get that down despite all the shenanigans of the United States. So, okay, we can do that. No, there we go. Whoa, hello. All right, so in our, I should have done this first.
The sharing of biased and
false news has become all too common on social media. More alarming, some media outlets without checking facts first. Unfortunately, some members of the media use their platforms to push their own personal bias and agenda to control exactly what people think. And this is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
I got to get in there. I made that thing. I got to make that. I got to do that. So this is CNN. Both Venezuela strongman Nicolas Maduro and opposition claims election wins as U.S. voices serious concerns. Oh, do they have those serious concerns? And who else has serious concerns? I believe you can go down there. This jackass does.
If my colleagues will indulge me for just 1 minute, I want to speak quickly to the elections that just took place in Venezuela. We applaud the Venezuelan people for their participation in the July 28th presidential election. We commend their courage and commitment to democracy in the face of repression and in the face of adversity. We've seen the announcement just a short while ago by the Venezuelan Electoral Commission. We have serious concerns that the result announced does not reflect the will or the votes of the Venezuelan people.
Oh.
It's critical that every vote be counted fairly and transparently, that election officials immediately share information with the opposition and independent observers without delay, and that the electoral authorities publish the detailed tabulation of votes. The international community is watching this very closely and will respond accordingly.
That means the CIA's watching. They're like, the right person better win this. The hell? I know I had this in here. Where we go? That's not it. Where is it? I had this cool thing. Oh, here we go. All right. I don't know why this is way down here. Oh, and here's another. This was another fun one from Elon Musk, who was supporting Maria Corina. He was saying, you know, it's time for the people of Venezuela to have the chance for a better future. Support Maria Corina. I think that she's like the far right person or something. So yeah, you know, you're gonna have all these people saying, "Nah, if Maduro hadn't have won, they would say, you know what, that's fine, everything's good. Nothing to see here, folks. What's up, Desert Mantis? Good to see you. Yes, someone did say propaganda, but I found this this is very interesting. This is from the Convo Couch, and they did. There was a few people online that did some breakdowns of the actual voting process, but I figured I'd spotlight Fee and Pasta and what they were covering here. So this here, this is just kind of a breakdown as what was going on. So Venezuela general election thread. This is actual footage of the vote process itself in Venezuela. If anyone is calling Maduro a dictator, they are simply repeating U.S. State Department talking points. Venezuela's elections are considered the most transparent in the South. So they come up here, and I guess this is like part of the thing. We don't really need the audio there. So they get up there, and he's like putting his phone and his keys up there, and it looks like this lady's giving him a breakdown. Good morning, Kate. Good to see you. So first, a voter will arrive at their designated precinct and will see which mesa they need to report to. All the information they need is posted at their specific location, which they are told is at upon registration. So this is aviso de identificación de la mesa electoral. So this gives you the information here, and then there's more information over here. Second, once they report to their room, they will show their ID, and that's what the guy was doing there, and use the thumbprint verification to verify who they are. So they show their ID, and they do a thumbprint, right? They're shown before going into the booth how the ballot will appear on the screen. The candidate endorsed for each party will appear under the name of the respective party, right? Third, after verifying their identity, the voter will then walk into the booth to select their candidate of choice on the electronic ballot. The machine will give the voter a chance to view their selection before printing out a receipt or tally, in which they will then walk over to the ballot box. This is all done within the purview of the public. Okay. And then finally, all the votes from the ballot boxes will be counted when the polls close in front of the public with results given on the same day. Stay tuned as we will highlight the counting process later tonight. And I imagine they're going to do that on their channel over there. So good job, the Convo Couch. I believe Mint Press News was down there. Is it DD Geopolitics, Mint Press, all those guys were down there, and we're part of the observation team checking out the elections down there. So anybody who's saying that these elections are rigged, it's going to be really hard to prove that, since they have, I don't know what it is in metrics, but a shit ton of witnesses saying the contrary.